Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How we all doing this morning? It's Wednesday, June 9th, 9:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are live. I figured I'd go live on YouTube. We got everybody in the Discord waking up and joining slowly but surely. So we got a crowd in here, getting a few messages. Everybody getting pumped in the Wednesday chat. And then for you guys on YouTube, I figured I'd open it up today for you guys as well to show you guys how we go about this. So, all right, this morning we got futures looking green this morning. We got a lot of big gappers this morning on the gap scanner. Top news, Senate passes 250 billion tech and manufacturing bill aimed at countering China. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's currently at 34,000. And I was looking at this chart right here, and you know what I see? I see a little inverse head and shoulders on it. You got your shoulder right here. You got your head right there. You got your other shoulder right here. And from 32,500, this thing ran up to nice 36K. It's going to have a hard time breaking over that 35K, 36K. I personally have been saying it, and I'm still going to stick with it. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I think Bitcoin is going down to 15,000. That is my price. I've been saying it for the last month and a half. So 15K, that's my price prediction on Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin running up like that, Mara and Riot are up on the gap scanners as well. All right, so we got a lot of big gappers this morning. GEO from $6.25 up to $9, gapping up 30%. It's got a big gap to fill up over, well, it already filled it on this daily chart. You can see here it's up at 8.30 and it ran up to $9. We look at this daily chart, you can see there was a gap right here and it filled it all the way up to 775. So they already filled that gap here in the chart. And this thing ran all the way up to here. So that's a big, huge gap from way down here. I normally don't like to pay attention to stocks that are gapping up this big because shorts are going to be all over it. It's going to be really hard to trade. So what else do we have gapping up? Wish, W-I-S-H. Yesterday it closed near this $12. It's ran all the way up to almost $17. It's up 26%. This is a non-stop run from $7.80 to $16. That's a pretty big, massive run, guys. And now it's just now starting to pull back. Don't get caught up in this type of stock. Don't try to be a bottom picker. This stock had an amazing run. It doubled in price. It's going to have a nice pullback. I'm thinking down to $13, $12. So I'm going to leave Wish alone right out of the open. I don't care if it runs up to $20. I don't want to chase after something that just ran up parabolic like that. It's just up way too much. Way too much. Because as it kept going up, nobody really had a reason to sell. So all this stock did was just accumulate. Then at the close, they're like, well, I guess we're not selling. We're going to ride it into tomorrow. See if we get a gap up. Next day, they open it. Nice gap up. Now it finally starts breaking trend. Now, everybody yesterday, this stock did 230 million in volume yesterday. So that a lot of money flew into this stock, $250 million. So people are going to want to take profits, and shorts are going to want to attack this bad boy now too. So you have extreme selling and you got shorts wanting to come in on this. They're going to whack it down. So don't get caught up in this. We also have CLOV gapping up. It closed at $22. It's gapping up to a high of almost $29. We're seeing a lot of euphoria moves. These stocks are having insane moves. Normally, when you start to see moves like this, we're at the end of a market cycle. These are all the euphoria moves on all of these stocks, and I think AMC started it. And it's carrying over into a lot of other stocks. We've been seeing a lot of big runners this last week and a half now. So CLOV, same thing as Wish. I'm not chasing after this out of the open. It's just up way too much. Way too much. I don't care if it starts shooting up over 30, run into 35. There's no way I can chase after it. Because you never know. You could have that death candle that slams down $5 on you. You don't want to be holding on to a couple thousand shares when a death candle comes in on a stock. Look at how badly this fell apart yesterday with this run up right here. From 25, it crumbled all the way down to 16. So that's a $10 crumble there. Makes an epic comeback. Holds VWAP. And then at the end of the day, they let it run. So we'll keep an eye on CLOV. Let this market open up. See how this likes to set up. I want to see a morning sell-off. And then start to go sideways. And then maybe from there, we can maybe get a little bounce. I don't want to see it straight shooting up right out of the open. We also have AEMD gapping up. Now keep in mind, guys, this stock is gapping up 363%. 370%. That's insane. This was just at $2.20 yesterday. And now it's up at over $10. So the value of this company just shot up times 5. Sure, it could probably keep going, but you got to come back to reality. These are euphoric moves. Euphoric moves. Let's bring over our euphoria chart. So here's our euphoria chart. You want to be buying before the mania, which is way down there. And now when you're getting all of these huge parabolic supernova euphoria moves to the upside, you don't want to be buying at the top. So AEMD, I'm probably really not even going to pay attention to you either. I want to see what momentum carries over into the stock scanners. Let's see what pops up on the scanners. We have been watching IHT for the longest time, and it finally did it. IHT has been on our radar for weeks, since the beginning of May. This has been on our radar. It ran all the way up to $9. pulled back down to 5, and then was just hanging around near its highs here. We kept talking about IHT every single day. We would bring it up. Keep eyes on it. Keep eyes on it. If it breaks over 9, it's going to test $10. And if it breaks over 10, that's when the party starts. Well, IHT finally did it yesterday. Yesterday, look at that. Came right up to this 850 level here. These past 4 days here. Finally broke over 850. And then yesterday, it got that run up to 10 right here. Look at this blow up over that $10 up to almost 12. Pulls back down here, holds $10 as support, and from that, look at this nice ramp. From $10, had a nice ramp, $4.50. From 10 all the way up here to almost 15. So a total, this started running at 1140 and it topped out here at 1320. So it ran for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Almost $5 to the upside. After it topped out, starts to pull back. Now it's getting that little gap up. Pre-market. IHT most definitely has an opportunity. This thing could easily run back up to 14. So IHT is going to be on my radar right out of the open. I want to see it hold up and above $11.50, $12. Start to build up off of that. Run up and test $14. And then if we break over 14, we're only $1 away from our high at 15. And if we break over 15, guys, we're at new highs. And the next big significant level for this stock is $20. And it's a low float stock too. The float on this is only 2.7 million. So low float stocks, everybody's going to have this on their radar. They've seen how much it likes to run and rip yesterday. They see it still lingering and hanging around near its highs. It's already got how much volume pre-market? Let's see. 132,000. That's it. So it's still fresh. People forget about these types of stocks like this because they get sidetracked by the big gappers like AEMD here. This stock already has 31 million in volume. What about CLOV? CLOV has 29 million in volume. What was that other one? Wish. Wish has 33 million in volume. So we have 3 different parabolic stocks gapping up, and they all have over 30 million in volume. While we got something like IHT that's setting up really good. People forget about it. This could be a very good technical clean breakout. And the object and the goal is you want to try to see it before it happens. Because I like that saying and comparing it to that movie, Angels in the Outfield. That saying, if you build it, they will come. Well, with trading, what I like to say, if you see the setup, volume will come. Because there's all types of people out there scouring the markets, blowing through charts, and their screeners and scanners looking for that next setup. So they're all doing the same thing. So the smart money is seeing it before it happens. And if you see it before it happens and you take a position and then you're seeing all that volume come into the stock and it's working through your levels that you've planned out, you feel a lot more comfortable holding on to that position. So IHT, I'll be watching this. Just because I've mentioned this stock doesn't mean it's going to work. This could blow right through 1150 and slam down to 10, $9. I'm just putting together a plan and working off of my plan. If it doesn't work out, oh well. Lauren, thanks for subscribing to the channel. For you guys on YouTube, just to keep in mind, there's like a minute, 1-2 minute delay on your end. But you guys in the Discord here, you're all watching me real time. So you guys all down here in the day trading live stream, it's all real time. So for you guys on YouTube, just keep in mind, if I go and buy something and you're hearing it, just remember, you're on like a 2-minute delay. All right, what else do we got? We got LEDS still lingering and hanging around near its highs. Don't underestimate this stock, guys. LEDS has proven to us in the past it likes to run. So from 12 to 21, it ran here. From 17, it ran up to $30. If this starts breaking over $26, and it's only $1.50 away from its highs, if it starts breaking over 26, it's going to start attracting volume. It really needs to hold up above 23. But it could also dip down to 22 and $20. I don't want to see it dip down that low. We'll see how it plays out. But that trigger level is going to be 26. If it breaks over 26, the next level it's going to run to is 28. And then from 28, $30. Now, yesterday, Ride had a big sell-off from $15.50 all the way down to $10. It might have a bounce on it. I don't know. But this happened so sudden and so fast. Think of everybody that's trapped on this stock. I don't know if I'd want to mess with this after seeing something like that. $1.50. It slammed down right there. All right, let's take a look at AMC. AMC, it still somewhat has a wedge forming on the 10-minute here, but it's starting to fall apart. You're really going to need $50 to hold up on this bad boy. It's been just lingering around and hanging out for a while. A lot of people are still talking about a gamma squeeze. Anything's possible, but man, a nice run up to $70 up there. That would have, from $20, $30, that's a good run. That's almost a $40, $50 per share gain. Who knows what will happen with AMC? And it's like I've been saying, you're either in this thing or you're just watching. Same thing goes for BB, GameStop. GameStop crumbled super hard. This right out of the open yesterday had a run from 286 all the way up to almost $350. And look at how hard this crumbled. From 344, 345, crumbles all the way down to 285. That's nasty. I don't know if I'd want to trade something like that. That's pretty wicked. That's a $60 downfall. That would hurt. DB, thanks for subscribing. All right, so we got 4 minutes before this market opens up. Let me get my scanners up and going. And thank you guys all on YouTube for joining us today. Let's get out here, have a great day, make some money, and then enjoy the rest of the day, like we always do. So our goal, what we try to preach here at Trading Learning 101, our job is to show up, get that money as quickly as possible, and then secure the bag. There's no need to linger around and hang around all trading day and put yourself at more risk. If you can consistently show up every day and just make profit, doesn't even matter if it's a couple dollars, a couple $100. If you can consistently do that every day, it adds up, guys. If you make $100 a day, by the end of the week, that's $500. That's somebody's paycheck for a whole week of working hard labor, 40, 50 hours a week. And you're able to do that by just showing up in the stock market for maybe a half hour every day. And then yesterday, I just put out a video and live streamed it. I made it private though for members only. Here at the top for you guys in the Discord, it's in the day trading masterclass section. Here in the member only videos. And it's this one right here. Risk versus reward day trading. It's like a 55-minute video. And we really talk about go in depth of your psychology, your emotions, and determining risk versus reward while in the stock market as a trader. Always trying to be monitoring your thoughts. So for you members, if you have not checked this out yet, I highly recommend watch this ASAP. It's a lot of good stuff in there. And then for you guys on YouTube here watching this, if you're enjoying this, this is what we do every day, pre-market prep. We jump in the live stream on Discord. We run through our watch list, what's popping off, put together a game plan, and then we go into the weekly chat and we work together as a team. I also have all my stock charts up as well. So this market's about to open here in 15 seconds. Let's get out there. Have a great day, guys. Let's see what pops off. That RIDE is still getting smashed down. So it looks like AEHL having a nice little ramp on it right now. That's a pretty low float stock. That could get up and going. Next big level for it would probably be $10. If LEDS starts pushing up and breaks over that 26, that could be a good one. It's still a little bit too early right now. I wouldn't jump in it right now. Anything could happen. It could slam down to 23. Oh, we also have U1 popping up as well. That AEHL is really taking off. Alright, let LADS pull back there. IHT, that's still hanging around at that 1150s. And then we also have U1. This is hanging around as well. If that breaks over 1850s, U1 could have a good push to 20. That stock's been pushing up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight green days. $209K in volume so far on U1. AEHL from 6 up to 630s. See if this U1 holds up near this 18 area and builds up off of that, pushes. I like how that previous day's close is right at 850, 1850 as well. WKHS is lifting off. I wouldn't chase after this AEHL. That's just up way too much. I have no problem just sitting and waiting. This isn't probably going to do anything. WKHS, nice $1.50 run. All I see is red and red and red on the tape here on U1. See, look at that nasty sell-off on CLOV. $29 all the way down to $24. That's a $5 drop. I'm scanning around and looking. I'm not seeing anything yet. Yeah, this is done. Really needed to hold that 18 bucks. We'll just wait. Let these morning sell-offs do their thing, and we'll try to catch the bounce and reversal. IHT fading back down to 11. LEDS, that's still hanging around near 2350. I wouldn't count that one out yet. AMC fell down below 50. That's gonna be a big key level. AMC, that 50 bucks. So watch for it to hold down below that today. RMED, we can keep an eye on this one. If it gets back up above $9, that's where volume could attack. Pretty low float on it. See, look at Wish. From 15 all the way down to 13. What are you guys talking about? ROOT? Yeah, that's a ROOT. That's a crazy one. I don't see it's up for no reason at all. There's no news. AEHL halted on the downside. I told you guys, these stocks, they're all up just way too much. Way too much. CLNE's been selling off. AEMD is selling off. CLOV selling off. Let's see if I've been eyeing this U1 at the corner of my eye. It's been hanging around. Life can come back into this bad boy. Like I said, break over 1850. Next stop's going to be 20 bucks. KBSF starting to heat up. This is a low float stock. This could just take off. Let's see what happens with KBSF. Good job this morning, guys. We got people in chat here. Cupcake making 516 bucks off TLRY. And Irish Wolf making 73 off of RMED. Good job, guys. IHT perking up a little bit. Let it perk up, let it pull back down to, and let's see if 1150 holds on IHT. If 1150 holds on the pullback, then it can start building up and break through that 1250. And if we break through 1250, we're running up to 1350, just like what we planned pre-market. Got to be careful with IHT because this bad boy, it's got a history of liking to perk and then liking to give back 90% of what it spiked. So you got to kind of be leery with it. This is the pullback here I'd want to see. And then don't forget about our U1. That one's still hanging out also. It's near that 1850. If we break over 1850, it's running to 20. This is where we need IHT to hold, right here. And then build up off that and shoot through 1250. If it starts to fail right here, it's going back down to make a new low, possibly. Half a million in volume on the day. This IHT, you could see the downtrend here on the 10-minute. RHE is perking up. This breaks over 18.19. It's going to run to 20.22 potentially. RHE 1.1 million in volume. Wow, that RHE is running. Break over $20. That thing could really start heating up. 1.5 million in volume. Someone said RHE missed it. You didn't miss nothing yet. It's still heating up. It's only up $1. This thing could very easily run up to 20 and over 20. It's setting up for a nice little squeeze, I think. But this bad boy's set up. $1.5 million float. It could come back down here to 1750, 17. Our IHT still hanging around as well. Rome C, you're on YouTube. I'd be in the Discord, homie, because you're on a 2-minute delay here on YouTube. KBSF, it may run back up to 550, but it's a long shot. All it is a pump and dump. NCTY. $16.50 it could run up to. We've also been watching MOSY the past couple days. This one had a nice move from 750 to 850. It's still hanging around right now, just underneath 8. That could have a nice pop on it. The RAG, 1.8 million in volume. I don't think enough volume is pumping in on RHE. RHE, yeah, all this is a pump and dump as well. But this one, it's up near its highs, all-time highs. Whenever you have a stock up near its all-time highs, it gets people excited, and they like to watch these types of stocks. I mean, look at how much it's ran. From $4 to $30. Heck yeah, people are going to keep this on radar. NCTY, this was a good breakout off that trend line. This has been trending down for a long time. Perked up over that trend line, pulled back and held as support a few times. Now off it goes. MVIS getting a nice pop. Mossy, it might get a nice pop to 820, 825. AMC just got a nice push back up over 50. See, how crazy is that? It sets up right underneath that $50. And from that $50, surges all the way up a dollar, almost $2. RMED still going. ELRY. Good move. Wow. Look at how wild this AEMD is from $9 to $12.50. I feel like they're just gonna play games with this. NCTY, that's a good run. Here comes back our U1. U1 might be like a more of a swing trade. If it holds up near this 18 level here, it could easily run up $2 to 20. GameStop's getting a nice move. This, if it starts going, it could run up to 325. Man, our U1's looking pretty good. It's gonna pop right up to 1850. CLOV's just getting hammered down. Could potentially be a nice bounce right here. Nice $2 bounce to the upside. Gonna surge up to 24. Wow, GEO. It's still holding its uptrend. No, I didn't see GEO till now. I'll put that on my radar. Pot stocks are taking off today. Got your marijuana index running. Watch this CLOV real quick. I think a nice bounce is coming on it. If not here, 20 bucks. I don't have a position or anything on it. I'm just watching it right now. Look at that. 25 to 23. That GEO is getting clobbered. Could be a nice little bounce here on CLOV. It still hasn't broken the downtrend yet, so there's no point in trying to be a bottom picker. $20. See how quickly they can drop on you guys? That's why there's no point in trying to be a bottom picker. So from 29, it's all the way down to 20 bucks. It's pulled back $9. Look at everything across the board. Everything just looks like garbage. There's been no really setups yet. Failed follow through. Morning sell-offs. IHT setting up a wedge. You won. You won, still hanging out. What did we say this morning in the pre-market prep, guys? CLOV, it's just gapping up way too much. AEMD, they're just going to play games with this. Even Wish, just straight down. It's a short paradise for shorts. Don't try to be bottom pickers, guys. It's not worth it. People forget these stocks go on extreme moves like that. I mean, for 2 days straight, it ran from 9 to 29. It ran up nonstop $9. And when the cookie crumbles, it really crumbles hard. Even AEHL. SPI might have a good pop on it. But I told you guys, all those stocks that were gapping up super huge pre-market, I wasn't even really excited for them. Let's see what this SPI does. I think it runs up to 9. It's just going to start taking off. All right. Yep. $50 is going to be a huge level for AMC. It did collapse out of the wedge here on the 10-minute. You're going to have a trigger level. Pretty sloppy, but $55, $56. Those are going to be the two trigger levels for AMC. Right now, it's in bearish territory. See how it broke out of the wedge? Now, it's that trend line here. Bears would be looking for it to hold as resistance. If it holds as resistance and starts falling down, shorts add on to their position for that short back down. But if it can continue to hold up here, fake break to the downside, this could do a squeeze here and squeeze those shorts. And it could easily run back up to the highs at 75 and then even maybe break up higher to 100, and who knows, it gets people excited. You know, everybody's watching it. And then our SPI, see, I told you guys, starting to lift up to 850. It's going to run up to 9. I should have jumped in on that. I seen it all day. PUBM's taking off. I hate when it does that on this thing. Get a nice shallow pullback on SPI to 825, 820. Have that hold, let it rebound back up and get that shot to 9. Got a nice little squeeze going on right here. Telling you guys, RU1's going under the radar. Yeah, TIGR. That's what happens when you play low volume stocks. There's not really much volume going on this. From 750 to 850. Good move, SPI. I still like U1. I think that this is a swing trade. I could see it most definitely running up to 20 bucks. It just needs to hold this area. That PUBM. That bad boy's running. IHT from this morning, done for. We wanted to see it hold that 11.50. It failed to do that, so it's down to $10. When you formulate and develop plans, they're not going to work to the T, and when they go against you, you have to move on from it. Just because you develop and prepare a plan doesn't mean you jump in on it and anticipate it to work. You monitor it. You want to see it work through your levels. If you see it working through your levels, that's where you get your confidence. You're seeing the market. You're one with the market. You're aligned. So we had a plan on this. It was holding, but it failed. And now you just got to move on from it. Same thing with our U1. We developed a plan. We said we want to see it hold up near this $18 level. If it starts to break up through $18.50, it's going to run up to $19, $20. So currently, this is still in the progress of our plan. Doesn't mean we take a position yet and anticipate it. We just keep monitoring it, get a feel for it, see how the chart wants to set up. Because U1 here, this could instantly slam to $17.50. And I don't want to be holding on to a position when that happens. AMC got a U-shaped action going on here, just underneath that trend line. So if this does break 52, it's going to find resistance here at 54, 55. AMC, it's not looking good right now. Maybe GameStop will motivate it. If GameStop can hold that 300 like it's been and get that run up to 325, we'll have to see. SPY's up there at all-time highs. Look at Gollum. Gollum, he's at work driving a truck. He's prepared. He's got his hotspot, his laptop. He's out there getting it. There's nothing better than being at work, jump in the market for a hot second, make a couple $100, close it up, and then work your 9 to 5. Heck yeah. You're working 2 jobs, man. U1, still hanging out. Nice little wedge. It's forming right here on the 10-minute. It's pulling back down. It's holding this level so far. That's pretty good. It's what we want to see. Keep stair-stepping its way up. There goes KERN. That's popping off. 550. Gonna be a big level for KERN. KERN files shelf for up to 100 million in securities. Alright, GameStop is lifting. It's still running up. We can keep an eye on AMC. That could start ripping up to that trend line up here. And then also, we got BB. But what I see on BB, it could rip up to 1550. I'm seeing a head and shoulders, though, on this. There's your shoulder, there's your head, there's your shoulder. Normally, that's a bear pattern. Your neckline's right here at 1475. There's your shoulder. There's your head. There's your shoulder. And here's your neckline. Nice little squeeze right there on KERN. Be careful on AEMD. This thing could have another death candle back down to 10. So U1 this morning had a nice little wedge forming on it. It's starting to break down out of that wedge. Even on the 10-minute. See your wedge right here? It's starting to break down out of it. That's not good. Kern is a earshot away from its highs. It could do it. Let's look at BB real quick. Let's see if BB gets that perk to 1550. It's a 2-to-1 risk versus reward. If it falls down below 1475, you'd have to cut it. Your profit target would be 1550. Don't forget about CLOV, Wish. Keep in mind, we're waiting on bounces for those. CLOV, it's looking pretty good. Could bounce right back up to 24. Yeah, I like 24. I could see Wish running up to whatchamacallit, 14. Pretty risky trade on CLOV. Could easily slam back down below 21 to 20. But we got Wish and GEO they're starting to perk up, so that could run over into CLOV here. You got Wish moving up, GEO testing to move up, CLOV. Even yesterday, if you guys remember, yesterday was kind of like a blah day. Keep an eye on GEO, Wish, and CLOV. These could be the bounce opportunities right here. How much volume is on? $185 million in volume on CLOV. U1 still hanging out. PUBM, it's still pushing up. GEO, I could see snapping back up to 10 if it bounces. Wish, like I said, 1350 is where I see this bouncing back up to potentially. And then CLOV, 23-24. Let's see how these play out. I'll actually bring this over. So you got Wish right here, GEO, CLOV. We want to focus on these three charts right here. So you got GEO leading right now, pushing up, starting to bounce. Now let's see if Wish and CLOV follow. GEO snap up to $10. Be careful on CLOV. That could easily slam down to 20. It's just weary with these stocks that went on supernova runs like that. Trying to catch bounces, it can really be deadly. It really can. Just have to watch your size and be a sniper. Even have NCTY hanging out. AMC back down to 51. So far, that Head and Shoulders is holding up on BB. Went all the way down to 1475. I want to see what CLOV does. It's going to do one of two things. It's going to snap up to 22, or it's going to crumble and it's going to have a death candle down to 20. It's a 50-50. As GEO pushes up effortlessly to that $10. Good move on GEO. There goes CLOV. Get that nice snap up to 22. Then snap up to 22.50, 23. See, when looking at these charts, you kind of want to look at them like somebody's holding it back, like pressing down on it with their thumb, and they're building up that tension. So when you got like CLOV, see how it's just like straight down and you could slap a line on that bad boy? Well, if CLOV starts getting that momentum and starts crossing over that trend line, and the deeper that trend line goes, the bigger the snap could be on it. That's why in chat you guys will hear me a lot of times say, so and so, this could be a good snap to the upside right here. And you'll see it, and in a blink of an eye, it'll shoot up $1. So watch, as it starts to break the trend line, watch how fast it starts skipping up. Because everybody sees it and they start chasing after it. And it's like that lightning bolt coming in on it. You get that shot of lightning hitting it. GEO ran all the way up to $9.85 from $9. That was a good move here. And once the stock crosses over your trend line, you want to see it when it pulls back, hold that trend line as support. See you guys over here on YouTube. I'm out here teaching all you guys lessons and how I look at these charts for free. We do this every single day in the Discord. You guys should be a part of this community and be in chat every day. It'll definitely help your learning curve. See this trend line here on CLOV and how I just connected all of these. And then it finally broke up right there. You see how it pulled back down and held that trend line as support. Now it's doing like the same thing right here. See how it's doing that? Boom, bada bang. That's how you guys make money. That's how you keep an eye on these stocks to move in levels up and down. PUBM's taking off. From 34 up to 37. That bad boy's really took off. Wow. Do you guys even know about it in the Discord? It looks like meme stocks across the board are getting hit with major ladder attacks. Naked shorts must be making huge phone calls. Man, that CLOV is just lingering around. I normally don't like when stocks just sit like that, because it just leaves you vulnerable to a death candle. I don't like to see stocks hang around at a high like that. Watch, it'll probably slam right back down to 20 if it doesn't break here. Get super tight. Yeah, you got that AHT. Mr. Zach Morris on Twitter's been pumping this stock for a few weeks. Look at that. From $2 all the way up to 750. That Mr. Zach Morris dude on Twitter, he's got like 500,000 followers. So anytime he pumps a stock, 500,000 people are following that dude. Yeah, this ROOT could up and go. ROOT's got room to run up to like 16 50. We want to keep close tabs on this CLOV for a potential good bounce. I feel like too many people, they always rely on too many indicators. They overlook the big picture. SPI gets its run up to 860 and then crumbles and falls apart. Wow, CHCI. This bad boy popped up yesterday. Right here. Good move on CHCI. Good move, good move. Come on, CLOV. A lot of people are counting on you for a good bounce. Just pop to 22 and then get that surge up to 23 and we can call it good, buddy. I know you're tired. You just ran from $9 to $30. You had a little temper tantrum this morning, but you're chilling out and you want to go on a nice little walk back up to the VWAP here. No? Okay. Your loss. Sometimes you gotta talk to the stock to get it what you want to do. It works sometimes, but most of the time it doesn't work. It's just a bit moody. Someone's still talking about LEDS. I'd give up on it. I think a lot of people, they get too emotionally attached to these stocks like BTX. You know, they fall in love with it when they have a big run. With the stock market, it's like you got to look at it as one night stands. You could be in love with one stock one day, but then you got to move on. The next day, move on to someone else. It's a swingers party. Look at it like that. But you still keep those booty calls in your contact list, if you know what I'm saying. AMC getting that perk off of VWAP and $51. Look at BB in and out of that VWAP 14.75 up to 15.25. I don't really want to get tunnel vision on CLOV. It could bounce, but it's like something's telling me in the back of my head, like, yo, dude, this thing just ran so dang much. You know? It's just so exhausted, but there's still that hope that it could get a nice couple dollar skip to the upside. But man, did this thing run. Yeah, GameStop just had an explosion. Look at this GEO real quick. Look at that. From 950 it just slammed down to 880s. CLOV, I don't know. It could have that death candle to 20. It could snap up though, I don't know. But right now, GameStop just had a good push. Cost, that could snap, but cost is a hard one to trade. You can't just market order in on costs. PUBM looking to go parabolic. Okay, so with GOED having that slam down, or GEO, just had that slam down. Wish is following, and now look at CLOV's following it as well. That's what I was scared of with CLOV. It's just so exhausted from running $20 from 9 to 30. It's just too far gone. This PUBM, though, from here, it could really start heating up and taking off. Get that run up to 40. But if it starts falling down below 36.50 and 36.25, I mean, look at how much it ran. What did Ride end up doing? That thing's just getting driven into the ground. What a move. 34.50 to 37.50. Gene's starting to heat up now. A PUBM sure is testing that 37. I'm just curious to see what this does. Is it going to get that run to 40? Wow, look at all those buys come in. Wow. Nice little ramp. Yep, TLRY. Nice takeoff. Good run. We're about to be approaching lunch hours. I wouldn't count out this CHCI. Holds the 750. It could easily run back up to 8, break 8, run to 850s. Oh, look at our that CLOV. Told you guys, see? Fell right off. It's just so exhausted. Playing bounces on stocks with epic runs like that, it's really hard. CHCI, you know there's people watching this. Just starting to heat up. The float on it's 2.4 million. 2.2 million in volume so far. It's an earshot away from its highs. ROOT, that's still hanging around also. All right, we're going to end it here on YouTube. I want to thank you guys for joining us today. About to head to lunch here. It's already 11:30. Not really too much is going on right now. Not even that many opportunities today in the markets. Everything, like I said pre-market, everything was just gapping up way too much. That euphoria. And when it gets to like that, you really need to take a step back because you don't want to be like everybody else. You're all buying at the top. And then look what happens. GEO, yeah, it had a quick run, but this thing collapsed hard. AEMD, just see, they don't even know what they want to do with this thing. They're just back and forth on it. AEHL, I mean, nasty. CLOV had its run. This thing's been selling off super hard. Wish, selling off super hard. We did have some good opportunities to, though. You just had to act fast. PUBM had a nice shot today, running almost $10. GameStop, CHCI, AMC's fallen off. Right down to that $50. That's going to be a key level for it. It's looking pretty bearish if you ask me. Keep an eye on CHCI, Root, ROOT, going into Power Hour. Those may present a couple good opportunities. All right, you guys on YouTube, thanks for joining us. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Join the Trading Learning 101 community where we all grow as traders and investors. And until next